Alright, so with the official release of Black Clover Chapter 286, it brought up a lot of speculations for Julius as a character. Mostly because in the latest chapter, we found out that there are 3 rulers of the Underworld and one of the devils have time magic, which made a lot of people believe that Julius has to be connected to the tree of Qliphoth. He is a undercover devil host, he is a traitor, everything. He's just a bad guy. Crazy, I know, right? But that's what makes videos like this fun. Because I do believe that Julius is connected to this time devil in some way or some fashion, but I don't believe he's a devil host, and in this video, we're going to talk all about it. So, before we get started, guys, remember to subscribe to the channel with notification bells on if you are enjoying the Black Clover content on this channel, and remember to give this video a huge like. Now, let's get into it. Back in chapter 286, in Noct's flashback, we see that him and his family and other people that are there are doing devil binding rituals, and Noct was able to summon 4 devils and control them with ease, which are the 4 devils we see currently in this story. Noct's father then compliments him, saying that you're such a genius, how you're able to make contact with 4 devils with ease. He then hands him a relic and says that you might just be able to make contact with this devil as well. The Underworld is ruled by 3 devils of gravity, time, and space. One of the devils who supports them is the supreme devil Lucifugus. Now, I know that there are people still confused by this dialogue because they think that Lucifugus is the one with time magic, but no, Lucifugus is the one that supports the 3 rulers. He is a separate devil of the 3 rulers. However, the interesting thing about his description is that he is described as a supreme devil, which is an interesting description which I will make a video about. However, in regards to the 3 rulers of the Underworld, one is stated to have gravity, which we already know that is Lucifero with gravity magic. One has space, and we know that Zenon's devil has spatial magic, so we can all assume that that is Zenon's devil. And one also has time magic, which is a very rare magic type because the only one we've seen in the series with time magic is Julius. This is what made a lot of people believe that Julius has to be somewhat connected because his magic type is so rare to the point where if a devil having the same magic type as him, he is directly connected to the tree of Qliphoth, in that he is a devil host just like the Dark Triad, Asta, and Noct for the Time Devil, which I don't believe that is the case. Now, really the true argument that you can make is that he is an undercover traitor is because he handpicked William and Yami and his team in the Grey Deers. And now we see that Yami and William are the characters who are being sacrifices for the tree of Qliphoth because of their War Tree magic and dark magic. Make it seem as though Julius is the one that handpicked and scouted them because he needs those 2 for the sacrifice to bring out his devil so he can fully have the power of 100% of his devil powers. But that is simply not the case. In chapter 256, Dante explained to Yami that the Dark Triad share powers with their devils in the Underworld, and since these powers are taking place between 2 worlds, this world and the Underworld, unless we open up the gate to the Underworld, we are not able to go 100%. In chapter 280, we saw that Morris sped up the accelerated process of the tree of Qliphoth, and upon opening the first gate, the Dark Triad were able to use 100% of their devil powers. The very next chapter, we saw the ancient demon of the Spatial Kingdom attack the Clover Kingdom. Julius and Damnatio went to go defend the Clover Kingdom, and Julius was able to speed up his life force by 10 years, but eventually he ran out of power because fighting the ancient demon was absorbing the mana, and also he almost died, risking his life for the country until Asta showed up. He even states this before Asta showed up. He says that both time and my abilities are limited. If Julius was truly a devil host and his devil was part of the tree of Qliphoth, he would have had the ability to go 100% since he is a devil host like the Dark Triad who went 100% upon the first gate opening. Julius would have been the strongest person in that Clover Kingdom at that time and would have wiped out everybody if he truly was wanting to betray the Clover Kingdom. The ancient demon was going to destroy everyone in the Clover Kingdom and everything. Julius had no idea that Asta would be able to show up with Devil Union mode. So there is no way that Julius would just sit there, risk his life for the second time, just so Asta can show up so he can hide his devil powers. It doesn't make sense. Another reason why Julius is not a devil host is because of Damnatio's scale magic. We saw that Damnatio's scale magic was able to detect Asta's devil powers. He said so. It finally appeared. In the name of the royal family, In the name of justice, I swear I'll condemn you. Devil-possessed wretched. If Damnatio's scale magic works in that way that he's able to sense even devil mana, he would have known all along that Julius is a devil host and he's hiding it from the public because he's in cahoots with Julius, which is completely out of character for Damnatio. If Julius was truly a devil, why couldn't he read Asta's devil grimoire? He said he never saw it before and he didn't understand the language. Now, a lot of people have the question, if Julius is not a devil host, how did he know that Asta had devil powers? Simple. Julius explains that horns are signs that someone dabbled into forbidden magic. They are known as wegs. It's when mages dive into a realm, a world beyond this one. Julius just finally put the obvious together. Even Noelle has speculations of it because she even said that her grandma, who told her stories about demons, Asta looks like the ones that she talked about. Noelle always felt like Asta looked very similar to them. Noelle speculated that Asta looks like a devil. Does that mean that Noelle, since she knows about this, is she a devil host and her grandma too? No. But it makes sense that Julius knows about this because Julius is 40 plus years old. Even Klaus states that Julius is a magic geek. He's a nerd. He was even able to read Yuno's wind spirit magic language. So Julius knows a lot of things. Now, despite Julius not being a devil host, is there still a possibility that he is connected to the Time Devil, which I truly believe that it can be the case, because Lord Bachika stated that unlike us, in exchange for giving up the divine protection of natural mana, the Clover Kingdom has created magic types that are not natural, like chain, steel, and the eccentric spatial magic. She classifies many of the Clover Kingdom's mages as irregulars. For the Clover Kingdom's country giving up the divine protection of natural mana, that environment birthed characters who have the irregular magic types to also defeat devils. Lord Bachika stated that some of the irregulars have that powers, but not all, and the ones she used as examples as Julius' time magic and Yami's dark magic. And for the Clover Kingdom to lose that divine protection of natural mana makes a lot of sense, because in the Clover Kingdom's country, what we saw so far, a lot of people dab into forbidden magic. Their history is tragic with the elves. William and Henry were both cursed by noble families. Knox's noble family was into devil summoning, so the Clover Kingdom's environment is invested with characters and mages who tap into forbidden magic, which is probably why they lost the divine protection of natural mana. Charlotte stated in chapter 277 that Dorothy told her that the cursed magic of this world was originated with Megicula. Megicula is the father of all curses. This is why when Charlotte was fighting Vanica, she said, thanks to you, the curse that you placed on me, it gave me power. Even though Megicula is not the one that directly cursed Charlotte, it was a witch, but the curse power comes from Megicula, so that is why Charlotte's curse powers are connected to that devil. Gordon's family is known by their hacks and cursed magic abilities. His grandmother even states that for the sake of our ancestors who made Contract 2, the curse of Megicula must be. This lets us know that Gordon's family in the past dabbled into making contract with Megicula, and their originated curse powers come from that devil. So this means that Gordon's curse powers is connected to Megicula. When Patri was fighting Julius, he was so amazed by his time magic. He says, what is this man's strength? He's just human, and yet, what in the world is he? Julius explains to Patri that him having time magic and a coverless grimoire, he didn't know whether it was good or bad, but he knew that he was special, and he thought about it a lot and what he might be. And he realized that in his younger days, the path he walked is to become the Wizard King. Julius believed that his purpose in life was to use his time magic abilities to become the Wizard King, to impact the world views of discrimination, the classism system of royals, nobles, commoners, and peasants, and how they are being treated. He wanted to change that. However, he is clueless on why he was born with time magic, which I believe that since the devil of time that's in the Qliphoth tree, he could be the father of the time magic abilities, which would mean that Julius' time magic abilities are originated from the devil of time magic. It's very possible that the family that he comes from dabble into forbidden magic with the time devil. Just like Gordon's ancestors of the past have made contract with Megicula, and that's why that family all has cursed powers. It's very possible that Julius' family did the same thing. By evidence, Julius being a devil host just doesn't add up, but I do believe that with his time magic abilities, it's very possible that the time magic devil is the originator of time magic. And since Lord Bachika stated that there are irregulars who are born in the Clover Kingdom, born with unnatural magic, it's possible why Julius was born with time magic. Or it could just be that Julius was born with a similar magic type as that devil, because we have characters who have spatial magic, and Zenon's devil has spatial magic, and we know that most likely his devil is the one of space, one of the rulers of the Underworld. We have characters in the Clover Kingdom who are born with similar magic types to the devils because they are born in an environment that lost its divine protection. But we do have devils like Nama and Lilith who has regular fire and ice magic. And we've seen plenty of characters who have ice and fire magic, but it is extremely rare for a devil or any character to have time magic, which I believe that Julius could be connected to the Tree of Qliphoth devils, but not a devil host. However, if Tabata made Julius a time devil, that would be crazy. He'll be overpowered with time magic. But speaking of time, why don't you take the time out to subscribe to the channel with notification bells on? You guys have an awesome life. Take care of yourselves. Stay blessed. And I'm out.